Carolina coming off a bye, one of the two best records in the NFC, and they're taking on an Oakland team that may have come off the worst performance in the NFL in a decade, 15 years, 20 years, whatever you want to call it. It was horrible. Jason Horowitz, CBS Sports' Charley Casserly, glad to be with you on the NFL previews presented by Comcast. Carolina at Oakland, and Charley, let's start with the Raiders here for a sec. How bad was it? We know what the numbers were, 77 total yards, but I mean, have you ever seen anything that bad?
Well, I almost have to go back to 1999 and the opening game of the season when Cleveland, in their first game of existence as the Cleveland Browns' new expansion team, gained less than 50 yards total offense against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they had an excuse. That was an expansion team. Oakland didn't have an excuse.
Yeah, and it was horrible. -2 yards total offense in the first half. Now put them up against Carolina. That's a better defense than the Atlanta defense they played last week. Where's the improvement here?
Well, the improvement comes just because you were embarrassed last week. You're going to come out and play better this week. And normally you do in that situation. But guess what? I still think they're going to struggle to throw the ball because Jamarcus Russell right now doesn't have the pass protection he needs or the wide receivers to make plays. The Raiders have been able to run the ball pretty consistently on most people, but Carolina has a solid run defense. So I think they'll run it better only because they were embarrassed last week.
Now, heading into the bye, Carolina's defense had one of its worst efforts in that win against Arizona, but they still got the victory because the offense and Jake Delhomme was able to pull it out. Oakland no longer has D'Angelo Hall. They got rid of him this week. The secondary is not very good. Steve Smith, Musha Muhammad. You've got some weapons here that can beat this Oakland team. Are you expecting Carolina to score?
I think Carolina will score because I think they'll be able to run the football and they'll be able to throw the football. D'Angelo Hall has had an inconsistent year. But guess what? Then now all of a sudden, is Stanford Route going to come in? Is he going to play that much better? I doubt it. Now, Steve Smith, Muhammad you talked about, you got pretty good balance there. Smith, one of the best receivers in the league. Okay, Jake Delhomme having an excellent year. The balance in the running game. I think you got too many positives, run and pass, for Carolina on offense versus an Oakland defense.
All right, so it's 6-2 Carolina. It's 2-6 Oakland. Let's take a look at the AccuScore prediction. 10,000 tests, 10,000 results, all mathematical, and as you'd expect, Carolina the heavy favorite on the computer 80% of the time. The Panthers go into Oakland and win. Carolina wins, Charlie?
I think Carolina wins. I think, first of all, the defensive line will control the line of scrimmage. The Carolina Panthers, meaning against the Oakland Raiders, I think they'll stop the run. Julius Peppers could have a big day rushing the passer in this game. So, and Jamarcus Russell, again, like I said, he doesn't have the pass protection. He's still learning the quarterback position. The defense will lead the way for Carolina in this game.
Darren McFadden's still questionable for this one. If Justin Fargas can't go in, it's going to be a long day for the Oakland Raiders. For Charley Casserly, I'm Jason Horowitz. It is a 4:05 p.m. Eastern start on Sunday. For more on that game or any other, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. Take care, folks.